Hey, what's going on? Lewis Angel right here with AE Mind. I'm going to be talking about the second part of my review for Malcom Gladwell's Blink. Now, as I'm listening to this audiobook, right, one of the things I like to do is just visualize what it is that they're saying. I visualize everything from, like, they're talking about thin slicing. Malcom Gladwell's talking about thin slicing, essentially breaking down someone's actions. Like right now he's talking about a couple who are having, marriage problems, and they brought them in to study them, right? So what they did was they hooked them up with all kinds of, electrodes and such to measure like their heart rate, how much they sweat, or their body temperature changes, and they even put a sensor on the bottom of their chair just to see how much they move during this interaction, right? Well, without getting into too much detail on that part, because I actually want to talk a little about something else. So they're doing that, right? Thin slicing. He talked about thin slicing. One of the things I got from thin slicing is I picture like a piece of ham, a thin slice of ham. So every time he brings up that term, thin slicing, I picture, a piece of ham, and then I just imagine what they're doing with that piece of ham as he's going on with it. Essentially, thin slicing is just taking a small piece of a huge chunk of an event, so you can see what exactly goes on in that small piece of time, right? Why do they decide to do certain things in that certain period of time? That's kind of thin slicing. So as I'm reading it, one of the things that he's saying is I actually learned from NLP. So when you say something and then you add a but in between what you're saying, you actually negate the previous statement. So if you agree with someone and you say but such and such, you actually negate the part that you're agreeing with, right? That's what they noticed from this couple that was that they were had in this experiment, right? Where they were just seeing what they were doing as they were talking to each other while they were having marital problems. The husband would agree with the wife, and then he would say, well, but such and such. Yes, I agree, but such and such. So essentially, it's as if you're not even agreeing with that person whatsoever. So they're just thinking, okay, that's more than likely one of the issues right there. You agree with your spouse, but then you add the but, which negates the agreement. Let me give you an example. Say, for example, I'm a boss, and you're an employee of mine. So I'm a boss, man, and I'm like, hey, Johnny, hey, man, good job on, say we work at, for example, because I used to work at like a satellite TV company, right? Hey, great job on that satellite installation, but I really don't like the way you ran that cable. I don't like the way that it goes down the house and then it makes a left turn, such and such, right? You're giving a counter response to your agreement, and then you added the word but in there. So in NLP, essentially that just negates your congratulations to that person. You said, hey man, great job, but, oh man, now you know something bad is happening. Something bad is about to come, right? And they say, but I don't like the way you ran the cable. So when you add the word but in there many times, it just negates what you said previous to that word but. Now, I want you to pay attention to that as you're going along your day to day, or throughout the week. I want you to pay attention to that word but, whether it comes out of your own mouth or someone else's mouth. Pay attention to how it makes you feel or how you think that it makes another person feel. Like, just say it. Just congratulate someone for doing anything, anything good, and then throw in the word but and throw in a few counters after that. Hey, I really like this, but I don't like this part of it. And see how it makes you feel, see how that person feels. And that's kind of like thin slicing, right? I want you to start thinking about that. I want you to start breaking your own life, your own decisions into small chunks. Why did you come to that conclusion? What exactly happened? I want you to break it down. The moment right before you made a certain decision, the moment right after a certain decision, how it made you feel as well. So that's it. I know it's kind of, I'm sweating. It's early morning. Making this, I made 2 videos today, so keep pushing forward, man. Made one for my AE Mind Health channel, and now this one, AE Mind. Malcom Gladwell. Blink, make sure you get that book. I'll post a link down below where you can get it on Amazon, or even an audiobook. And yeah, let's go, man. Let's educate ourselves to empower ourselves to empower others. All right, that's it. Let's go. Let's keep pushing forward. Subscribe, like, share.